behind me!
Hello, and good afternoon. Thank you for stopping, and welcome to the planet, I guess. Today I'm walking on my lunch break, so it's currently my lunch break. I'm taking a little bit of a pause on my busy day to take some time and, kind of document what goes on in my head, how I spend my lunch break, and the way I see it, kind of how I take my time back. A lot of us live and lead very busy lives, so you gotta try to find a way to take back some of that time and essentially, like the sticker says, free your mind. So right now here I'm in the West Toronto Rail Path in the west end of Toronto, Canada. Here I am at the rail path, and there's this kind of, this nature trail that's kind of tucked in here between some residential and some industrial zones. So let's take a look and explore. I've actually been here already once. I've gone and explored here before. So let's see, maybe we'll find something different this time around. Look at this bunny bud. Bunny bud. That's what you get when you chase the rabbit. You end up like Bunny Bud. June 3rd, 2024. It's kind of a little sliver of nature right here on the rail path. If you see here, we're right behind some houses. There's a collection of bird houses up here. That's pretty cool. Look at that birdhouse up there. That's pretty sweet. There's even a chair. What the heck? It's a chair. This is somebody's hangout spot. Look. There's a chair. There's some Downy, some Febreze or laundry detergent. So I just wanted to hop on and take this video today. Whoa. Because I wanted to share kind of the way that I, make the most of the time that I have, the time that I'm given. I see a black squirrel. A lot of us are kind of stuck in some sort of a 9-to-5 type loop, and we don't really have too much opportunity to spend some time for ourselves, So look at this. What an interesting branch placement. Yeah, not many of us get the opportunity to kind of pursue the things that we actually love and things that we're actually passionate towards, because we're so busy undertaking so many other responsibilities, working, taking care of other things in our lives. So this is one way that I make sure that I make time for myself. And maybe, you have some other ideas. Maybe some of you have a different approach on how you make the most of your time. Right? Because we all have to kind of make this exchange in life of being able to provide for ourselves, our families, the people in our lives, versus being able to pursue what we actually love and care about. And very few of us have the opportunity to be able to mix both within the same plate, the same bucket of things. And, you know, I'm trying to be in that small bucket of people that can actually do that and pull that off. And I know it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of dedication. And it's hard. I don't want to say impossible, but it's definitely a hard thing to do and accomplish. So you start with the little things. You start with the small things, like how you can make the most out of your 30-minute/hour long lunch break. How can you take at least that back, right? Here we are. This is a rail crossing, a surface level rail crossing. This, I believe, is the Midtown CP line, Canadian Pacific. If you follow this, this will take you all the way down to the Summerhill LCBO station, the Midtown rail corridor. Straight little laneway here that hopefully takes us to the other side of this school. There's a school here, and I want to get to kind of like the eastern side of the school. Right now we're on the west hand side, so I want to head over here to the eastern side of the school and grab a bite, grab some pizza, and then head over a park to have said pizza. Look at this. Who is Trevs Carl? Carl Trevs Carl. If you ever find this Trevs Carl, let me know why you chose this spot. You get a nice view of, look at that. Okay, so Trevs Carl put a sticker here, and then there's a view of the moon and some storks and stuff. Whoa, what is going on there? Yeah, so let me know if you know. Let's keep walking. Hello. I think I'm just on the journey of trying to appreciate the place that I'm in, the person that I am. You know, stereotypically they would say self-love and loving where you are currently in life. And this idea of romanticizing your life and where you are, and using that as kind of the fuel, you know, the fuel for development or progress or betterment. So I'm trying that out. Maybe you have a bit of a different experience with that. Maybe that's something that you find to be like obnoxious. I don't know. I'm just willing to try different things just to see, right? How about where you live or where you go to work? Is there anything that you see, anything that you observe, any kind of like neighborhoods or areas or types of people that you come across? Look at this. This is a park here, a city park, right in front of the school that I was mentioning a little bit earlier ago. I sit on that bench and eat pizza sometimes. It's really cool. It's just a regular old street here, nothing crazy, nothing special. There's this mini library. I've gotten some pretty cool books in here in the past. So there's some good stuff in here. If you don't want to do it over the next few days, I'm actually gonna try to see if there's any books that I can leave and donate in this little library. It's brought me a lot of joy, this little library, so thank you. Let's go in the laneway. The city of Toronto is known for kind of these interesting little laneways. It reminds me of the Filipino term, the Tagalog term, esquinita, which is like a little streetway like this. There's lots of history behind these laneways and kind of why they're here and what they used to be. The remnants of these laneways you can still find in some old areas. You can find like old stables like this. Look at this. This kind of looks like an old stable, doesn't it? It's a garage nowadays, but it looks quite dated. Look at this car here with the crack on its back bumper. Whoa, look at this. This laneway is pretty juicy. Another term that I've adapted from some new friends. Juicy laneways. The juice of the laneway. Look at this. This neighborhood is prime for these juicy laneways. Amazing. House for sale. If you're in the market for a $2 million house, that house is for sale. Let's keep going. Let's keep going through the juicy laneways. One day I plan on doing a laneway focused walk of the city and kind of find the longest laneway route that I can find possible and spend the day exploring that route, see what I can find. Casper. Let's see if we see any cats or any animals. Sometimes you can see some laneway cats. Whoa, this looks like a bit of a dead end. This gate's pretty cool as well. It looks very old-timey. This might be the end of the line here. You can turn to the left. There's a workshop back there. Whoa, there's more. Look at this. Some beautiful flowers and laneways. I wonder if laneways are kind of like a unique Toronto thing. I don't think so. They must have just copied it from different places. But look at this. Beautiful back garden with like a Buddha or something like that. pizza. I told you it was my lunch, so I gotta have some lunch. And lunch today is pizza. Spicy something.